The next question comes from Christian Frazier. And just so you guys know, I love when people ask me questions with regards to monetization and personal branding. And we're going to get to a couple of more really good monetization, personal branding questions. But what Christian asks here is, what is the best way for a micro influencer to get started with monetizing their brand? The easiest way to start making money is by showing to potential brands that you want to work with the type of content that you create. Now, there's a article that I wrote for Entrepreneur Magazine earlier this year. It was like 3 tips on how influencers can monetize, or 3 ways that influencers can work with brands. Here's what you need to know right out of the jump. Brands could care less about how many followers you have. What they really are interested in is the quality of content that you can create. There's this misconception that in order to be viewed as an influencer, you have to be verified on Instagram or you have to have millions of followers. Again, to brands, that means absolutely nothing. There are some brands that they might get really excited because they see all these numbers, but the reality is that smart marketers that manage multi-million-dollar ad budgets, they can also sniff through BS. Your followers are not necessarily the followers of that brand. They're not necessarily the customers of that brand, but quality content is what rises to the top. So if you can create a hit list of, let's say, 20 brands that you want to really work with, it doesn't even necessarily need to be 20. It can be much shorter. Like in my case, I have a very small list of brands I would love to work with. Everything from the shoes I wear to the clothes that you guys see me wear when I'm on stage, the hair products I use, barber shops, like anything that's tied to my everyday life. Like I know that every single week I'll be on an airplane, I'll be staying at a hotel, I'll be wearing the same type of brands of clothes. Like those are brands that naturally I want to have a relationship with because they're already a part of what I do. Like I don't need to reinvent the wheel and just go find brands arbitrarily that have really no purpose or place in my business or in my personal life. So create a hit list of brands that you want to work with and then approach them directly. And you can do that in a couple different ways. You can either go on Instagram and you can send them a direct message, or you can go on Twitter and send them a DM. I would really recommend that you go to one of those 2 channels and just send them a message directly and ask them if they work with influencers. It's that simple. Send them some of your different posts around what it is that you do, and don't focus so much on selling the vanity aspect of what you do. So don't sell them on the followers or the engagement because they can see that themselves. Sell them on the quality of content that you are going to create for them.